NBC revealed that there was a mystery on Days of Our Lives soap. Days of Our Lives fans all know Tripp claims he never coerced himself on Allie, but there's DNA evidence that he did. Of course, the main mystery here has to do with how that could have happened since Tripp was almost certainly innocent. However, we want to focus on a smaller detail within that mystery, one that might broaden the case. The Days viewers learned that Tripp has told his story many times. Tripp was adamant that he left a message for Allie in the hope she would call him later. What's with that note, and why was it missing? It's time to dive into the problem and figure out the true meaning of that missing note. These are the 3 reasons that Allie did not find the message Tripp left in London. Number 1. Key detailing points for the truth of Tripp. Since Tripp is most likely not guilty, Days needed some way to get rid of Allie's very confident story. Allie is certain that it was Tripp who held her back, so Days of Our Lives had to cast suspicion on viewers differently. The missing note is a great way to do it. Since Tripp has mentioned this note many times, it presents a different version of the events and makes an important clue in the minds of Days of Our Lives fans. Chances are the letter Tripp wrote would be an important detail to prove he was telling the truth. Number 2. Allie's real attacker took it to protect himself. If Tripp was innocent, it meant someone had to assault Allie and become the father of her child that night. It is plausible to assume that that same man saw Tripp's note and swiped it. Why would the rapist actually do that? Maybe it's a bit of an insurance policy. The real attacker probably believed Allie was too drunk to remember what he did to her. However, he may have realized it was best to swipe the note in the end, in case Allie remembers and he needs to blame Tripp. By taking the note, the attacker actually took away part of Tripp's story, making it seem like Tripp was interested and thoughtful. If Allie remembered the 2 men in her apartment that night, the one who left the message would look innocent, and the one not, guilty. The second look will have something to hide. The real attacker wasn't interested in leaving any evidence of his guilt either, so Tripp's notes leveled the playing field, and it was less likely that Allie's memory would be erased. Number 3. The note may reappear later. It might seem like a bad idea for an attacker to actually keep the note, but crime isn't always that bright, especially on soap. It is possible that this note will reappear later when the attacker actually owns it. What if Claire Brady found a note with Tripp's name and phone number on it in Charlie Dale's bedroom, for example? That might be what kept Claire out of trouble in the end. In short, this missing note is crucial and will play a role in unraveling the greater mystery of Allie's attacker. We will notify you when there are other news and updates on Days. Thanks for watching.